Hey YouTube, it's Michael Gallagher here with another video, The Media Preacher, unboxing the new MacBook Air. Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today is quite an exciting one for me. For the last sort of, 15 years, I've been recording my audio using a PC. And effectively, I think they're fantastic machines. I think that they're great value for money. I've been using Pro Tools on like a HP machine now for, I think about 10 years. But the HP machine has become a bit slower. It's struggling with some of the more advanced virtual instruments, and in terms of video editing, it's really struggling, and editing some of the videos can be quite a laborious process. So it was time for an upgrade, and I was lucky enough to be able to afford the MacBook Air, which has got 8 gig in it, but it's got the M1 chip, which by all intents and purposes, the M1 chip effectively will allow me to do a lot more. It'll give me a lot more processing power. So everything should run far more smoothly than it's been running thus far. So we're going to unbox it and we're going to see what it's like, because it's just arrived from DPD. Right, so let's get this open. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas again. Okay, it's just in a brown box. I was expecting more than that, actually. I was expecting it to be like a nice Apple box. You know, when you get your iPhones and things, they look really good, don't they? But let's get this open. There might be something inside of it. There we go. I've got this at an absolute steal price as well. It's under £900 at the moment, and I was able to get more money off it with work, so I got it for about £825. This is more like it. Oh, look at that. I like the way that slips out. It comes up, and that's the box that I'm talking about. Oh, the MacBook Air. Oh, that's nice. Usual Apple packaging, absolutely perfect. Smells new. It smells like a new laptop. Right, let's get rid of that. And let's have a look what we've got in here. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, right, yeah. That comes off there. I'll take the cellophane off it. It's got a 256 gig SSD drive. SSD is really important, I think, for like video editing and audio editing. It's quieter, it's faster, it's more efficient. 8 gig of unified memory, but most importantly, as I say, it's got the M1 chip in it, which is the thing I need. I've also bought a little adapter, so I've got lots of USB inputs and things like that on it. That hasn't arrived yet, but it's certainly not essential. It's coming from Amazon later on today. So here it is, the MacBook Air. Ooh, here we go. Are you ready? It's a tight fit. Been really looking forward to this. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. It's got to be said, that's a thing of beauty. I mean, that is much sleeker and slicker than my HP laptop. Not to take away from the HP laptop. 10 years of great service. Recorded loads and loads of audio on it, done loads of videos on it. It's just time for something new. And I was lucky enough to be able to afford this at the moment, so I thought, let's go for it. It's a little cellophane packaging. Ooh. Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, that's beautiful. It's, you know, it's proper Apple design. It's sleek. It's absolutely a thing of beauty. So yeah, so I got this for about 825 quid, which is brand new, is an absolute steal price. Because, as I say, it was on offer at Curry's, and then with work I can get extra money off it. I got about an extra 7% off it, I think, so it really brought it down. How's it open? It's the first test. Don't want to break it. Here we go. Oh, whoa! It knows that it's already booting up. I didn't have to put the on switch or anything. A little screen protector. Take the screen protector off it. Okay, it's kind of like my iPad at the minute. Looks like it's thinking about it. Ooh, slick. It's saying hello to me. Windows don't do that. No, this is cool. Hola. It's kind of like, I mean, it's very similar to when you set your phone up or your like your iPad. So right, I'm going to spend a few minutes just sort of digging into this and seeing if I can get to the first screen. Wish me luck, because I had no idea how I bring anything up or how this works at all, because I've never worked on a Mac machine before. So whether this is going to work, I do not know. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. Got it set. I haven't got past the hello. Yeah, I was waiting for it to come back to the English, and it didn't come back to the English, annoyingly. Let me see the screen. So, but it's now asking me to choose a language. So I'm trying to click on it. Return. It's doing something. Right. Okay, it's working. It's thinking about it. It's swirling. Good. Select your country. Internet passwords, not Sky passwords. Internet passwords. What am I thinking? Don't look. It's selecting the Wi-Fi network. Oh. Right, it's asking me to sign in with my Apple ID. Where's the @ sign? iCloud terms and conditions. Now, if I say I don't agree to those terms and conditions, I guess I can't use the laptop. So I've kind of got a gun to my head. So I'm going to say that I agree to those terms and conditions. Agree. Okay. I think I've just created a password for the computer. I've no idea. I just don't know. This is this seems awkward. Very awkward, but it's just because I'm not used to it. It's a beautiful screen. The picture quality I can just see from this is absolutely gorgeous, and the keyboard's nice. Okay, so far not too bad. I mean, easy. I would kind of expect it to be. You know, when I use my phone or my iPad or my Apple TV, which I've got all those things, and the iWatch, it's very, very intuitive and very easy to use. And there's nothing there that's you know, really complicated. In fact, Windows is probably more complicated to set up with all the, you know, updating and verifying and all that sort of thing. So it's not a dissimilar process to what you'd expect probably with the new Windows machine. I just want to get into the machine. Come on. Oh, I have some sort of home screen. Finder. I think Finder's like, because I've been looking on the internet. I've been watching some YouTube videos, you know, and I think that the Finder thing is kind of like the documents folder in Windows. So it's sort of a similar thing, but it's easier because I can just type it in and up comes whatever I want, which I can also do in Windows, but it looked on the internet like this was probably a bit easier. I wonder if I'm in my emails and things. Let's have a look. If I click on the email, it's not. I've got to sign into it. Let's sign into that. I'm going to sign into emails first. I'm just going to exit. Although I was told, actually, when you exit, and this is right, when I'm exiting, it's not closing down the windows like my Windows machine would, because there's a little dot on Safari and a little dot on Mail. So I've got to work out how to actually close the applications down, because that is clearly going to slow my computer down. If I right click on it, it just brings it back up. I think I need a mouse. I need a mouse and a keyboard, but we'll get it another time. It's fine. It's fine. That's not an issue. Okay, so I'm going to try and install Pro Tools. Wish me luck. Okay, hit first real stumbling block. So the plan was to buy the Mac, really to use Pro Tools on. I've just gone to try and use the legacy version of Pro Tools that I have to install it, and unfortunately the M1 chip is incompatible with a legacy version of Pro Tools, so I can't use the version of Pro Tools that I own and use on my Windows PC. That seems to be out of the question. So I thought, well, I have to buy Pro Tools again then, and I'm a bit shocked at how much it costs. So basically, you can now subscribe to Pro Tools for £30 a month, which adds up. I mean, that's £360 a year, and I've been using Pro Tools for 10 years. So if I was to use Pro Tools on this machine for 10 years, £3,600 for 10 years worth of... That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Or you can buy a yearly subscription, which is a little bit cheaper. And the yearly, you can buy like a license for it for 12 months that'll cost about £200. But it's only good for 12 months. So again, no, £2,000 over 10 years. That's just not economical, especially when there's so much out there that's good for audio recording. Luckily, I signed it up for Pro Tools first. I've never used Pro Tools first. It was the free version. I've just gone to try and download Pro Tools first, and it's no longer available. They've deactivated it. But because I signed up to it, it's actually in my download center. So I was going to download Pro Tools First to the machine. But there are some big caveats with Pro Tools First. A, you can't get hold of it anyway at the moment. So if you were to try and get it just from point zero, that's not possible. You have to already have been signed up for it. And for some reason, I don't know why, I did that a while ago. But there's significant disadvantages with Pro Tools First. 16 tracks is fine. There's about 16 instrument tracks and auxiliary sends, which, you know, is less than I would have liked, but I think I can work with 16 tracks. What I can't work with in terms of its limitations, though, are the facts that you can only work on 3 projects at any one time. And I've often got a project for a video on the go, I might be recording a song of my own, a song for the channel, and then I might be working with some friends on some of their projects. So to only have 3 projects at open at any one time is no good for me. It's a limited track count. I could work with that, but I don't really want to. And then the real kicker is I can't save anything onto the machine or onto an external hard drive. Your 3 projects can only be backed up in the cloud, which I don't want. I want it to be able to back it up on the computer or on my hard drive. And if there's a cloud backup option, that would be great, but I want to have access to it. So you always have to be online as well. So if I have any problems with internet, Pro Tools won't work, apparently, anymore. So Pro Tools is ridiculously expensive, especially in comparison to the fact that I have GarageBand already on this. And I've just had a quick look at GarageBand, and in GarageBand, I've got a load of virtual instruments. I've got guitars, drums, strings, pianos, electric pianos. I will probably improve on those in due course, but I've been reading that they're actually really capable and they sound really good. So why would I go and spend hundreds of pounds on native instruments to put on this machine when I've already got access to a load of really good stuff inside of GarageBand? Now, I don't think GarageBand's going to cut it, so I'm going to have to download Logic. But I think what this effectively means is that I am going to be using Logic from now on, because Pro Tools isn't viable for me on this machine at all. Especially not when I've already got it on one of my other machines and I thought I could just use the product I'd already bought. That's really annoying. But you know what? I'm always up for a challenge, and I've just been having a quick read about Logic on the machine, and it sounds like it could be a really good DAW. I mean, in terms of DAW, ultimately it's digital audio, so I don't care. But apparently Logic's got really good compressors, really good reverbs, a stock plugins, and then I'll just buy a few Waves ones just to augment it. But I'm only going to buy the plugins that I want to use. I'm not going to buy a huge suite. I'm just going to buy like a reverb, a compressor, maybe like an EQ, like the Andrew Sheps EQ I really like. There's a Waves plugin called Vocal Clarity that I'm quite interested in. It takes out any background noise from your vocals. I think that could come in handy for me, both for videos and for audio recording. So yeah, so it looks like Pro Tools is out and Logic's in, but you know, hey ho, that's the beauty of it. And you know, it's not that different. There will be differences clearly, and it will slow my work process down to start with. But that's part of the fun of having a new machine, right? So I'm just going to have to suck that up. I don't need Word because it's already got a really nice word processor in it. And the Tascam Model 12, thankfully, the drivers have loaded. That's not a problem. So really happy with the way it looks. I'm waiting for some more inputs because at the moment, all I have are these 2 like Thunderbolt, or they're called USB-C. I'm not sure what they are. They're just 2 small inputs at the moment, so I've got a little dongle coming that's going to give me all USB, USB-C, Thunderbolt. It's going to give me the whole myriad of stuff that I'm going to need. And just clip that onto the side of the machine, and I'll probably get another hard drive as well at some point, like a standalone hard drive. But for now, I'm going to go away and download Logic. So see you soon. Let's see how this goes.